Hello and welcome to CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart 2020. This is Celia from Hobby, and Celia not only works for Hobby, but she takes the vans out herself. So, Celia, where have you been in this van?
Well, actually, last year I've been to Tromsø, northern Norway, to do winter camping for 1 week, which was absolutely amazing. It was minus 20 degrees outside, but in the warm it was warm and very relaxing. So it's easy to take winter camping. And also, I went to France and northern Spain in September. I was away for 3 weeks and drove along the Atlantic coast to go surfing. I had 3 surfboards with me, 4 kites, 2 kiteboards, everything fit in, and we had a blast.
So, what, 3 people for 3 surfboards, or is it a choice of surfboards?
It was me and my partner, and we had 3 surfboards. We shared them all together, so
Yes.
not 3 people, 2 people.
Because there's I saw the film Apocalypse Now, and I know there's a difference between a lighter board and a heavier board.
That's true.
So, and tell me, why did you go north? Though that's really curious. Tromsø in winter.
Tromsø in winter. Actually, it was something to do with our company. We wanted to prove that our vehicles are winterproof. And yeah, we absolutely did prove that. And we like the landscape. It's something very special, unique. And of course, we also wanted to see some northern lights, which we did. And actually for a few days in a row. So we were very lucky.
Yeah. And how long were you there for?
1 week.
Okay.
Yes. 1 week in total. And we had 1 week of full sunshine, minus 20 degrees, clear blue sky every night. Yeah, with lots of northern lights.
Yes. And it would be dark all the time, effectively.
No.
Nearly all the time.
We went in February, and I think it gets light around 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then it stays until about 4 o'clock. And then it goes down, but not so fast, you know. So you still get some light, and you don't have much time to film. Obviously, you have to use these 6 hours where it's very sunny, very, very good. But then, yeah, it's totally fine.
Yes. Okay. Great. I mean, I'd really like to do that myself, because I've travelled around Russia, for example, in winter, but not in a van. And so I was supposed to go to Russia last year now, but it didn't come off. But anyway, that's something to try later.
Of course, and winter camping is becoming more and more popular. There's even a campsite in Tromsø, based in Tromsø, and they specialize on winter camping. So let's say you were out in the cold for the whole day, you go back to your camper, and then they even have a sauna or like a hot tub where you can go into afterwards. So everything is very, very well equipped, and you see the mountains from the campsite. It's super nice.
Yes. And how was the journey there?
Actually, I have to admit that we flew.
Okay, right. Okay. But how did the van get there?
Yeah, because it's really a very, very long journey. But our photographer, he went back with one of our vans, and he had 3 more weeks in total. And it took him a long time, but he had the whole experience. He even went to the Polar Circle, and he surfed an ice wave, you can say that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very cold outside, the ocean maybe 0-1 degrees, and he surfed yeah, in northern Norway.
Yes. In winter.
In winter. Yes.
So, okay, how about your trip to south of France and northern Spain?
Well, like I said, it was like a 3-week trip, and we hadn't planned anything in advance. It was September, so the campsites are not as crowded, and you even have the possibility, if you go with a camper van, to stay at the property of a farmer, looking at the ocean very
Yes.
nicely.
France Passion or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't do France Passion, but yeah, you find it out anyways because you talk to other campers, and it's like €5, €10 a night, and so very cheap, and you have the view of the ocean, and yeah.
Right, so which places did you visit?
I went. I started in Arcachon in France, and then I went up to almost Galician. I don't know the English word, but it's in total. I think we had like 62 hours of drive. So
Yes.
we went up to northern Spain,
Yes.
to the Basque country, and yeah, I think I like that even more than France because it's less crowded and more nature.
Yes, no, I have pleasant memories, but this is when I was a student. This is the 1980s. Interrail cards. I studied in Madrid, and so I studied also in Paris. But I remember the journeys there. I remember walking on Biarritz in the early hours of the morning, waiting for a train, things like that. I have pleasant memories of these places.
Yeah, and what I totally appreciate is that all the employees of Hobby, they have the possibility to use the newest models. We can take them for free on holiday to get to know the car very well, and it really always helps me to to have the feeling what customers want and maybe what we can improve, what is already very good. It really also helps with the product development that we employees can also use our cars.
Yes. And so how did you find the vehicle whilst you were... Well, let's start with Norway. How did you find it there?
With our vehicle, I found it super convenient and very comfortable. So, like I said, it was warm inside. Of course, you have to use lots of gas bottles.
Yes.
That is what you have to be prepared of, because it's really cold at night. But yeah, it's easy. You can even shower. You can have a hot shower. It's more cozy than in summertime, and it's completely different because in wintertime you spend more time in the van, so it has to be also cozy.
Yes.
And in summertime, at least I am just sleeping in the van, we're cooking in the van, but then we're just outside.
Yes.
So it's a completely different feeling.
Did you note how often you changed the gas?
I think we changed it every 2 or 3 days, yes.
Because a Truma on full blast, I think it's 68.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
But obviously the gas is different from one place to another, and
Yes.
it burns differently.
Yeah, and our vehicles, they were very warm. I have to
Yes.
say, for us it was important that you have like 23 degrees in the vehicle the whole time, so we really burned
Yes.
off the gas.
Yes, yes, yes. What did you, when you left the van, did you leave the heating on at that level, or did you reduce it?
Yes, we left it on a level just so that it's warm the whole time, but you can also reduce it more.
Yes.
That's not a problem at all.
Yes, yes. No, but a big minus 20
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
No,
that's true.
I tend, for example, now here it's approximately what, be about 0 now, and maybe it'll get up to 5 or 6 today. But I turned most of it off. I left a little, but I left the underfloor heating on, but the rest of it I just turned off.
Yes, yeah, you can easily do that. What I liked about our vans, we used the standard Truma heater, so we didn't even use the level above, and because our vans are so highly isolated, that totally worked out
Yes.
fine, yeah. And that's also what we want to prove.
Yes, yes. But the thing about the gas, it does show, of course, that the one solution is to do rechargeable. The gas that you refillable, I should say. Sorry, I'm using French now. Refillable gas solutions, and this is something which really I do find interesting. It's
Yes.
it's easier and easier to actually do it. So you can actually fit it into a van like this, and there's, for example, one company called Gas Bank, which a friend of mine owns it, but giving him a plug. But I've put one in my own van. That's really very, very convenient. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's others as well. I mean, there's a few, 3 or 4 German companies that make them as well.
Yeah, I agree. But what I also found very convenient is that we have a dual control gas system in our Optima Unto Edition van. It's already included in the price, so you can have 2 gas bottles standing next to each other, which is very convenient. Once the one is empty, then
Yes,
it goes for the other
automatically.
one. Yeah,
Yes.
automatically. Yeah.
Yes.
and that really helps.
Yes, no, that's certainly yes. So, what other journeys are you planning, or have you thought about? I sort of make mine up as I go along, but I don't know if maybe you plan them.
Well, I won't go for 3 weeks, but we've with the company we've planned a journey to Italy to do a film and photo production in May for 1 week, 1.5 weeks, where we have a hobby caravan, a hobby motorhome, and a van. So we have all 3 categories put together, and we'll be in Italy for 1 week and see how it goes.
Yes, yes. In my opinion, a hobby has a very distinct look inside. It's a style which I referred to. I was doing a video. I called it hobby-ish, but then I thought, then that doesn't sound too good. But a very distinct environment, shall we say? And I'm sure you know more about these things than I do. So, how would you describe it?
So, the van we're sitting in right now is the Optima Auto Edition, also the one which I went to Tromsø with, and northern Spain and France, and it has a very clean style. I like the gray matte finished, which is very convenient when you sit on the table and you have to cut something, or when you stand in the kitchen and it doesn't get dirty. As nice to put maybe a yellow pillow inside, or a turquoise pillow, just to style it up a bit. It goes very easily with every other colors, and I really felt very comfortable in the van.
Yes,
I still feel very comfortable in it.
Oh, very good, very good. Very good. And how do you feel when you drive it? Although you're quite an experienced person now with it, so it's not quite...
Well, I'm not that experienced, I have to say, because I just started working for Hobby 1.5 years ago. That was also a very nice experience for me, because I've never driven a big motorhome before. I'm more used to a smaller camper van, and I say it's really easy. Yeah, it's not hard at all. And we went also to small cities in Belgium. We always found a parking spot. Okay, maybe you have to look more than if you are in a small car, but it was always no problem, very easy to drive, and I find it comfortable.
Yes, so good. How do you find things like reversing, for example, or manoeuvring?
Reversing also works out fine. Of course, I have to say it's not super easy. You have to watch out, and you first really have to get used to the length. But once you've driven it a couple of days, then you really get a hang of it.
So, well, thank you very much. It's been very nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
We have sort of spoken in the past several times, but never as much as we have done now.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the interview. Bye.
Bye.